How's it everyone? This is Lolcohol, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing some tips on how you can find some currency that might be hiding in your stash. Now, if you're in red maps and you feel like you're broke, you haven't had a single exalt drop, and you think, I'm completely poor, how do people make money? Well, this video is going to be helping you find that money that is in your stash that you may not be aware of. The first thing you're probably looking at to judge your wealth is your currency tab, and you probably just see I've only got 6x and 677 chaos. I know this is a lot for a lot of players. I'm happy with it, but what I can tell you is there is a hell of a lot more money in my tab than just this. Looking at the oils tab, I've got all of these. All of this will add up to quite a lot. Blighted maps also are worth, between 15 to 20, 25 chaos. Even maps. A lot of maps are worth a lot of money. Fragments, Scarabs. I have been farming blighted maps. I haven't looked to this tab for a while, and well, it's actually pretty packed. Same with essences and fossils and metamorph things. If you can sell a lot of these things, and it will be a bit tedious, you can actually turn an empty currency tab into something that looks pretty good just by putting in a bit of effort. The tool I'm looking at right now is called Exilence. I will link it in the description, but what this does is it takes a snapshot of the selected tabs that you choose, and it'll show you your overall net worth based on those tabs, as well as listing the values of various items in your tab. So this is a very, very quick and easy way to not only get a rough estimate of what your actual net worth is, but also it'll help you see that, oh, there's some things in my stash that I didn't even know I had. I've got a couple of Saints treasures. I have these boots that I picked up. These are worth 18 chaos. And all of this adds up to be, well, you saw I had about 6x and 600 chaos. However, this is telling me I've actually got about 48x. So what we can do is actually look at individual tabs. Let's see what is in our currency tab, because there are some currencies that may surprise you about their worth. So you can see here, it's showing me I've actually got about 20x in my tab. So what's this? We have 11 Divine Orbs, that's 77 chaos. We have an Annul, all of these other things. Awakened Sextants, these things are super valuable right now. This alone, I've got 39 of these. That's about 100 chaos. I actually had about 130 of these and sold it for a couple of X. I didn't know that it was worth this much until I looked, but we can go over here to total value, put it all the way up. You can see I've got a bunch of chaos, a bunch of X, and my Awakened Sextants. These are actually more valuable than I realized. Same with chromatics and orbs of chance. If you want to liquidate your currency into chaos, well, there's a whole lot sitting there. We can also look over at, let's say, our essences tab. If you're farming Haywalk Hamlet, you might have a lot of essences. And again, this is telling me we've got about 3x worth of essences. And this is all just coming from things that I've done while farming Haywalk. I didn't actually focus farm Haywalk Hamlet, but this is from doing blighted maps and a bit of Haywalk Hamlet farming. And again, you can see, oh, if I were to sell all of this stuff, I could get about 3x. And, well, actually about 4x. I think it just updated. This is based on individual prices, not bulk prices. And I will speak about bulk selling in a bit. But again, just showing you that there's actually so much more money than you may realize. We can look at the unique tab. Maybe there's a unique that has gone up in value. Again, these boots, the Circle of Fear, Thread of Hope, Tabula. All of this adds up to about 2x. Of course, look, you're not going to sell everything, and a lot of these are going to be worth like an alteration, but it'll still see. Here's like, if I just sold 5 items, there's half an X. It's just sitting right there. I think you get the picture. This tool will just help you look at your tabs and see what's there. But let's go over to the trade side quickly, where I'll show you the importance of bulk value. What I mean by that is if you have a lot of one thing, you can actually list it for a much higher price simply because you have a lot of it. And if a person comes to buy something from you, and they don't have to go do 50 trades. That's worth a lot of money to them. So we could look at something like Scarabs. Let's see. Let's look at an Expedition Scarab. Let's see what an Expedition Scarab is worth. Just a rusted one, about 6 chaos, 7 chaos. Seems to be going for about 7 chaos. But on the right, you'll see these people all have 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. And if you are planning on target farming Expedition, you're not going to go message 50 people. What you're going to do is probably say at the bottom, I only want to see people who have 30 Expedition Scarabs. And now these people can charge more. They can charge 8 chaos per, or even 9 chaos if they've got something like 90. And this is going to be true for a lot of things like fossils and essences, even divination cards, oils, catalysts, delirium orbs. If you've got 1, it's not worth a lot. But if you've got 20, it's worth a ton. We can look at, let's say, a skittering delirium orb. What's one of these worth? Probably about 20 chaos. Okay. 45, 47, 64. What if you had, for some reason, you had 10 of these? 74, 74, 75. So some items, once you have a lot of more rare and high value item, like a delirium orb, you can really start getting to the point where you're doubling or even tripling the value of that item. Now, another trick I want to share is selling things you have for chaos orbs or exalted orbs. This way you don't necessarily have to wait for a trade, but let's say you have a skittering delirium orb. You want to see who is buying skittering delirium orbs. And so you can see what you pay. You pay 1 skittering delirium orb, and this person will give you 60 chaos for it. All you need to do this is go items I have, skittering delirium orb, and chaos orbs. But it's very important, before you sell to someone like that, always just make sure to go over here and first check the going rate. So you say, I have chaos, I want these. And let's see, well, not someone with 10. All right, 45 chaos, 47, 55. So if you find one of these, you can actually, instead of listing it for 60 chaos, just go message that person and say, hey, I've got it. Here's my skittering delirium orb, give me 60 chaos. If you want to be really cheesy and flip, if you see someone on the market who is buying an item that is worth more than what you can buy it for, like this, there was someone buying skittering delirium orb for 60 chaos, you could go buy this and then instantly sell it to that other person. So check out your stash tabs, see what is lurking and where there might be money. I can promise you, if you are at Awakening 8 and you think you're broke, you're probably not. There's probably a lot more money in your stash tab than you think. So have a look, and in the comments below, let me know what was the most surprising and valuable thing that you found hiding in your stash. That's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And if you'd like to join our Discord, we have a link to that in the description. Also, give me a follow on Twitch if you'd like to catch me live. And if you really love the channel, follow me on Patreon. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Stay safe and happy stash hunting. Take care. Bye.
Divine power! Divine power! It's branching, Exile. You're making me nervous.